Hey guys, so I just wanted to make a quick video on this because I haven't made many videos recently. But well, let me tell you a story first. About a week ago, I was just bored alone, home alone, really just bored, not doing anything. And my dad comes home and he's bored too. So he says, let's go looking at reptile shops, or maybe we should go to Medusa, which is where I usually go and get my turtles and ask questions with my friend, a turtle breeder. But I told my dad that my friend, the guy who bred turtles, had just moved to Florida because he did, and now the store has no one that knows anything about turtles. So he said, okay, let's find another reptile shop then, because obviously you can't go there anymore because no one can really help you. So I said, fine. So I start searching for reptile shops in our area, and I found a store called Scales and Tails. I believe that's what it's called. The shop was actually very, very nice, and oops, he just peed on me. That's gross. The shop was really nice, and they had a wide selection of fish and different reptiles. But I asked them where the turtles are, and they said we have a few in the back. So I go to the back, and I see a little tank about the size of this towel. Let me show you. Try to zoom out. It's about the size of this towel. I guess you could say it's like a 20-25 gallon tank. So I go to the tank and I look at the turtles inside. They had two big red ear sliders on top, basking, and then they had two soft shell turtles, Florida soft shells, and then they had this guy, a twist neck turtle, and I saw him and I realized he was just floating on the top of the tank. Like, he looked dead, really. I thought he was dead, and I was looking at him and I showed him to my dad and we picked him up. When I picked him up, I put him back in the water because he was like moving his head a little bit. I put him back in the water, and he floated on his side, so that started to make me realize that he had water in his lungs, and he looked very sick because he couldn't even move his arms and legs. He was just floating, and I would pick him up, and he'd like weakly move side to side. So I showed him to my dad, and I told him what I thought what was wrong with him. My dad felt really bad for him, and I said, well, if we get him, he'll probably die because he looks really sick. He really had no meat on his body at all. You could see like over 2 inches through where his feet are, like 2 inches down. So he was really bony, and I felt really bad for him. I was really sad, and they didn't even know what kind of turtle it was. They thought it was some side neck turtle, like a random. They gave it a random name. I don't even remember what it was. It wasn't even a real turtle. They made up a name. So my dad said to get him, and maybe he thought that I could probably help it, rescue it. So I did. I put him in my tank, my big one right there, and he lives fine with all my turtles, and he's actually recuperated really well. He just started eating for the first time like 2 days ago, so he's starting to get healthier, and he's much stronger now. He's able to like actually push out of my hands, and it hurts actually. So he's much stronger and healthier. So he's recovering well, and they were telling me, the store was telling me that a past turtle breeder had given a pair, this is a male, and they had given a male and a female to them. Someone bought the female already, but no one bought the male. So he was a breeder turtle. It was the breeder's turtle. He's about 3 or 4 years old. And an interesting fact about twist-neck turtles is that when they lay eggs, they only lay one egg. They mate, and then they only lay one egg. So you only get one turtle per clutch, which is kind of odd. That's what I've read. If I'm wrong, tell me, but so far I've read on a few articles that is true. But really, that's it. He's really scared of everything. I don't know why. Now, because he was with some Florida softshells, I think that they bullied him a lot. So I think that he wasn't able to bask at all, and he has bite marks on his feet. I think he's like lost a toe right there on this foot. Yeah, he has. But and oh yeah, the Red Ear Sliders wouldn't let him bask. They took up the whole basking platform because it was only about a rock the size of him, and the two Red Ear Sliders were like hanging off the side, and I'm sure that they would hurt him to be able to get on. So he wasn't really able to bask at all. So right when I got him, I put him in a tank, and he was just sitting on the basking dock for 2 days straight, really. But yeah, that's really it. He's doing much better, and I'll give you updates on him. I named him Twister since he's a twist-neck turtle. So, yep, that's it.